Welcome to this potion pick a card reading. In this reading, we will draw 3 potions to choose from and prepare each one using herbs, mushrooms, and other magical ingredients. Each potion carries its own intention and guidance. Group 1. Your elixir is Joyous Elixir. Sip on happiness. Let laughter fill your heart. Group 2. Your elixir is Memory Brew. Enhance your recall. Let wisdom guide you forward. Group 3. Your elixir is Ambition Elixir. Fuel your desires. Pursue your goals with determination. Now that all 3 potions are before you, this is your selection moment. You may choose 1, 2, or all 3 if you feel called to. Let your intuition guide as you choose. While I prepare the piles, you can move to your selected reading using the timestamps in the description. These messages are offered as guidance and reflection. Take what feels true for you and leave the rest aside. I hope that this reading meets you at the right moment and brings you something luminous, helpful, or enchanting. When you're ready, choose your potion and let us begin. Welcome, Group 1. In today's reading, we are brewing you a Joyous Elixir. You have chosen a bright bottle, sparkling like a sunny day, filled with the small things that bring real joy. Hugging someone you love, walking through green places, sitting by the fire while rain taps outside. When you turn this bottle in your hands, it sounds like a bird song, laughter, and the peaceful sigh of a dog settling near you. This is a potion for welcoming joy more fully into your life. Let's see what ingredients are needed. First, we need cottonwood. This card stands for the tarot card, the Star, and it has a very clear message for you. You need time to slow down. The Star is a card of renewal. Happiness needs space to cozy up and breathe out. The practical advice is this: reserve your evenings for rest, softness, and nurturing environments. There's also another message hidden in this card. See those little stars hidden inside cut branches of cottonwood. This is a cue to search for glimmers. Glimmers are small, fleeting, everyday moments of peace, joy, and beauty. Such as the first sip of your coffee, hearing your favorite song on the radio, or settling into a tidy, calm room. Find them in unexpected places, like the hidden stars inside the cottonwood branches. The next herb comes from the witch's garden. This is the magical potentiator of your potion, a powerful herb that brings a central message to your mixture. If you'd like to visit the witch's garden more deeply, there is a whole reading set in that place, and I'll leave a link in the description in case you're interested. The herb we receive from the witch's garden is hellebore. Hellebore is a plant that flowers amidst snow in cold and windy places, often in early spring when little else is willing to bloom. It encourages you to keep thankfulness and joy close, even in difficult times. It is a flower of hope and serenity. In this potion, we will be adding only its spiritual essence and symbolism, as it is poisonous if ingested. For the next ingredient, we only need a single drop, just the tiniest taste. It comes in the form of an essential oil, and in this reading, it stands for healing. Let's see your card. The essential oil added to your potion is fennel. As the card suggests, communication and self-exploration help you understand what brings you alive, what drains you, what you need, and what kind of connection actually nourishes you and brings more joy into your life. This understanding can help you guide your life forward. And it reminds you that what we put into our bodies affects our mood directly. It is a gentle reminder to have these basics in place before seeking happiness from more complicated paths. The next ingredient comes from the kingdom of mushrooms. This card stands for hidden influences, psychic messages, and shadowy aspects. Not dark, but not needing sunlight in the same way as the 3 ingredients before it. Your card is the High Priestess, represented by the fairy ring mushroom. This enchanting mushroom grows in circles, and it was once believed that stepping into such fairy ring could lead you into fairy kingdoms and hidden underground worlds. Its message for you is this: dare to step onto unknown paths. By taking the leap of faith, there is so much for you to discover, and many things that may bring you joy. The last card tells you what alchemical element of preparation you need to finish up your potion, whether it is heating, stirring, distilling, or coagulation, bringing forth the transformative qualities of this potion. The final element for you is passion. This is your cue to follow what truly lights you up. Where does your heart's compass lead? What excites you, pulls you forward, and keeps returning to your mind? Pursuing your passions connects you to your why. Why are you doing this? And why it matters. This card is not asking you to follow your passions carelessly or do whatever you want. The message is deeper. It calls you to honor what matters to you, what is true to your core, and that alignment points to where your happiness can be found. I bet you're curious to know what could happen if you were to take these elements and brew them into a magical potion that would then begin to affect your life. Say you take that bold step you have been thinking about and live your life following your inner compass. Let's go on through that journey. The next card I lay out give us glimpses of that. Your first card is the Sun, of course. As the brightest and perhaps also the happiest card in the tarot, the Sun marks joy very clearly. I see clear skies ahead, the young children symbolizing innocence, purity, and the joy of being one's true self, with nothing to hide. This is a strong confirmation that more joy can indeed find its way into your life. Then we have the Eight of Wands. This is a forward movement and advancement, but this card in particular feels as though there are quite a few torches to juggle. Carrying it all forward may be a lot to handle. Be careful of not burning your hands. Doing the things you love can be exciting and energizing. But do be mindful that the pace does not burn you out. We also have compassion here and a heart open to charity, as the Six of Pentacles suggests. From an abundance of love comes generosity of heart. This is no coincidence at all. Generosity brings happiness and meaningful connection. The Hanged Woman tells us that all this would change your perspective. You may begin to feel differently about the world or see things in a new light. Once you begin to think this way, the world may no longer look quite as it used to. And finally, Knight of Swords. New adventures await. When you move forward from postponing into action, things can begin to happen surprisingly swiftly. I am so happy for you, Group 1. This truly looks promising. So, if I look at these tarot cards as a whole, moving towards your dreams would bring you genuine joy and happiness, a greater abundance of heart, and new adventures too. It truly is worth taking those steps. Just be mindful that all of this may shift your view on things quite a bit, and bringing it all into form will take real effort. But to me, it looks as though it will be worth it. If this reading felt meaningful, you're welcome to leave a bottle, sun, or heart-themed emoji in the comments. So this is the message that came through for you. May its guidance stay with you and bring you ease and comfort. Thank you for spending this moment with me and with these cards. If you feel called to, you are welcome to explore the other potions as well. Next, we move to Group 2. Welcome, Group 2. In today's reading, we are brewing you a memory brew. You have chosen a golden bottle glowing like a lamp lit in the evening. It holds the kind of memory that returns something valuable to you from the past. Something beautiful you had forgotten, a realization, or a truth that makes more sense to you now. This is a potion for remembering your own wisdom, for recovering a part of yourself that may have been set aside, for recognizing patterns from the past, and for learning from earlier seasons of life without getting trapped inside them. Let's see what is needed to brew this memory brew. I'll begin laying the cards of the ingredients out now. We are asking what your past still has to offer for you now. What can be learned from it, and what can be released, and what strengths may already have grown from it, even if you do not fully realize them yet. First ingredient we need is California poppy. California poppy is a sacred herb, golden as the sun. It has been used by indigenous peoples in cosmetics, in medicine, and food. This card is called Hiya of Fire. Hiya meaning child, and fire, of course, standing for the suit of wands. Right away, we receive an unexpected yet beautiful message. This is a card of childlike enthusiasm. See the children's hands around the crystal ball. This is you. This card encourages you to approach life with more play, curiosity, and openness. You may feel that you have been through a lot and already know so much, but we are all still learning about life for as long as we live. So, cultivate lightness and open-hearted play. There is still a great deal the world can teach you. The second card comes from the Witch's Garden. This is the magical potentiator of your potion, a powerful herb that lends extra force to the brew and reveals one of its central truths. Your herb from the Witch's Garden is thistle. This is, without a doubt, a card and a herb of boundaries, with all those nasty thorns and spikes underlining the message. None touch me with impunity, says the banner. This speaks of the wisdom of holding your boundaries and choosing carefully what people, energies, or kinds of touch you allow into your world. You can, like Thistle, say, "Don't touch me." Thistle is also an emblematic symbol of Scotland. I feel that some of you may have a meaningful connection there. Only a tiny drop is needed for the next ingredient. It takes the form of a card of an essential oil, and in this reading it stands for healing. Lemon eucalyptus. This essential oil brings freshness into this brew. It feels like opening a window in a room that has grown stuffy. In a reading about memory, this suggests that your mind may need relief from strain. This card speaks of reducing mental fatigue and easing stress. It is also a reminder that memory is supported by practical things: rest, movement, and giving your nervous system a chance to recover. The next ingredient comes from the kingdom of mushrooms. Mushrooms compost and recycle, turning old matter into new life. Oh, instead of dark forests and gloomy cellars, we are being invited into bright birch forests, to the home of chaga. Chaga is a medicinal mushroom, often brewed into a tea, long valued for its strengthening, restorative qualities. Chaga stands for strength in this deck. This card speaks of endurance, patience, and the kind of gentle power that supports you. It reminds you that you have lived through more than you sometimes give yourself credit for, and that history has built some real strength in you. In a memory reading, this feels especially meaningful. Some things from the past are healed slowly, worked through with time and wisdom. Strength here is the ability to hold yourself well, to stay with the process, and to trust that slow healing is still real healing. The last card tells us what final alchemical step is needed to complete this potion and bring out its magical properties. Your final element is volcanoes. This tells me that this brew does need heat. This is a card of expression. Volcanoes crackle and spark when too much has been held beneath the surface for too long. In a memory reading, this can point to feelings that were once pushed down, contained, or made smaller than they really were. So this card suggests that some of what comes up now may need to be felt and expressed, even if it seems a little intense at first. There is real power in that. The brew is ready. Now let us see what kind of future rises from it. What might this memory brew set in motion, and what may begin to change because of it? Let's reveal reflections of that. let me turn all of the cards before I read the message. The first card is the Seven of Cups, possibility. Five of Pentacles, hardship. Six of Cups, memories. Four of Pentacles, stability. And the Hanged Woman, pause. Then let's read them. Seven of Cups, possibility. A witch sits in a potting shed. Different spell ingredients rest peacefully on the shelves behind her. This is a card of many possibilities, but also sitting down to consider which path you truly want to take. What would you like to sow for the times ahead? What kind of herbs and medicinal plants do you need? What kind of garden would you like to grow? Suddenly, you may be faced with many different options. Take your time and choose with care which of them are truly right for you. Five of Pentacles, hardship. Not everything is going to be smooth sailing all the time. Setbacks can bring worry, strain, and difficult moments. Sometimes even low points in relationships too. Life may bring you challenging, unresolved things. But this too shall pass. The relief the couple in the image is seeking is very close. It is just beyond the window behind them. They could find it if they only turned and looked in the right direction. Six of Cups, with the key interpretation being memories. This card is often described as nostalgia, but it can also be read as a gift. In truth, it may be both. Walking the memory path and looking into your past can bring back golden gifts, insights, and realizations that may truly change your life and make it easier and more meaningful. Four of Pentacles, stability. There is a period of stability returning. Your foundations may become stronger, and finances perhaps as well. Just make sure that this stability does not become a prison. Safety is good, but not if it keeps you from growing. If that seems to be the case, break the pattern. The Hanged Woman, pause. This card can also be read as shift in perspective. It is both. A period of stillness may lead you to new insights. Being forced to pause and examine life more carefully may bring realization you would not have reached while rushing forward. Taken together, these cards say this: the wisdom of the past can guide you, but only if you are willing to meet it fully and honestly. It may first show you both possibility and hardship, yet it also returns gifts, insights, and meaning. From that, stronger foundations can grow, and new perspectives begins to form. So this memory brew is asking you to learn from it well enough that it can help you guide your future, and also help you to realize how far you have already come. If you'd like to leave a small sign that this reading found you, you are welcome to drop a candle, book, or leaf emoji in the comments. So this is the message that came through for you today. May it bring the guidance it came to offer. I hope you found value in this reading. Thank you for spending this moment with me and with these cards. If you feel drawn to another Elixir reading, you are welcome to listen to it too. Now it's time for Group 3. Welcome, Group 3. In today's reading, we are brewing you an ambition elixir. You have chosen a red bottle, glowing like a flame kept carefully alive through the night. It is a love potion, not for someone, but for something that truly matters to you. If you already know what that is, then this reading is about it. If not, this reading is about finding it and helping to kindle that fire. Ambition in this reading asks for courage. It asks you to take your own longing seriously and keep moving with intention. So, let us see what ingredients are needed to brew this kind of fire. The cards are already waiting. Ambition endures when desire is joined to meaning. Let's turn your first card. The first herb we need for your potion is Osnea. Osnea stands for the hermit in this deck. Like the hermit turning away from earthly comforts, it reminds you that true ambition can survive discomfort. If this thing you are thinking about matters deeply to you, it will keep glowing even in the darker seasons. Borrowed ambition burns hot and then collapses. What is truly yours may go quiet, but it takes root. The next herb comes from the Witch's Garden, a magical place where we have visited in a whole reading of its own. I'll link that reading below if you're interested, but for now it is enough to know that this card acts as the magical potentiator of your potion, the ingredient that strengthens the brew and reveals one of its central messages. Your herb from the Witch's Garden is holly. Holly is a plant of protection, and in this reading it says that your ambition needs to be protected too. Not mocked, not belittled, not treated as something small when it matters deeply to you. Holly also reminds you that protection is not only about thorns. It is about endurance, about pacing yourself for a marathon rather than a sprint. And ambition cannot thrive if you drive yourself to exhaustion. The next ingredient is potent, and we only need a single drop of it to change the effect of the elixir. Its role here is healing. Let's see your card. Your card is lemon. Lemon appears to brighten the spirit. It cleanses and uplifts. Lemon helps clear stagnant energy and brings freshness, brightness, and renewed spirit. Lemon keeps ambitions from turning stale, joyless, or self-punishing. When you clear the air now and then, you reconnect what feels alive in the work and let some brightness back in. So lemon enters this brew as brightening force, helping you to keep your ambition fresh and still worth pursuing. The next ingredient comes from the kingdom of mushrooms. It speaks of hidden influences, secret motivation, and things that have been difficult to see clearly until now. Not necessarily dark, but partly unseen. Let's turn your card. Your card is the Four of Pentacles, inverted. Upright, this card speaks of holding too tightly, guarding what you have, or trying to stay safe by keeping everything under control. Reversed here, it speaks of release and wise investment. If you want growth, something must be fed. In a reading about ambition, this suggests that caution may have become too strong. Perhaps your tools need upgrading. Perhaps your work needs real investment. Perhaps you need to trust others enough to delegate some of your workload. This card reminds you that when you invest in what truly matters, you are feeding the soil from which your work can grow. That might be one of the hidden truths here. What looks like protection now may be limiting your progress. This last card reveals the final alchemical touch that completes the brew and sets its magic in motion. The final element is the biome, with the keyword connection. Success is made by balance between many parts. It is a thriving forest made of many species, not a monoculture. Your ambition needs the same. Some parts of your life are feeding it, others are draining it. Some old responsibility may need releasing so that you can have energy for your project. Some inner work may be needed so that you believe in yourself as you should. Attending to the right gathering may suddenly open the right door. See the links between different parts of your life more clearly, and you will guide your course with far more wisdom. The brew is ready. Now let's see what kind of future rises from it. Turn the cards first, and then we'll read the message they form together. Three of Cups, coming together. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. Three of Wands, waiting. The Moon, facing what lies beneath. King of Pentacles, material stability. Three of Cups, coming together. Your ambition is not meant to live in isolation. There is something here about encouragement, shared joy, and the kind of momentum that grows when your path is seen and supported by others. In a reading about ambition, this can point to friendship, community, collaboration, or letting yourself to be witnessed while you build. Sometimes success grows when it is celebrated, nourished, and spoken aloud in a good company. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. Here, the ambition begins to take material form. This is a very promising card. It suggests that your ambition has real-world potential. A new project, a new offer, a new source of income, or the first solid step towards something more stable may be opening here. The Ace of Pentacles says that this is worth taking seriously. The seed is real and it needs tending in the real material world. There is work to do. Three of Wands, waiting. Your ambition is already reaching beyond where you are now, but not everything needs or can happen at once. There is waiting here, yes, but not empty waiting. It is the kind of pause that comes after something has already been set in motion. A test of patience, if you will. You have begun, and now part of the work is to stay present, keep going, and let the next stage reveal itself in its own time. The moon, facing what lies beneath. Now the deeper test appears. Ambition is not only effort and planning. It also brings up fear, uncertainty, old wounds, hidden motives, and the parts of you that still doubt what is possible. The moon suggests that some of what must be faced now lives beneath the surface. Perhaps confusion rises. Perhaps emotion rises. Perhaps you do not yet see the whole road clearly. But this does not mean that you are lost. It means the path asks for intuition and courage. King of Pentacles, material stability. And here, at the end, we find grounded success. The King of Pentacles speaks of mature stewardship and the ability to build something lasting. In the light of ambition, this says that your goal is not only exciting or beautiful, but potentially sustainable. It may lead toward greater security, stronger foundations, and more established sense of your own capability. It is the energy of becoming someone who can truly hold what has been built. Taken together, I would read the story like this. At the beginning, you'd benefit from support, encouragement, or meaningful connection. But at the same point, a real, concrete opportunity opens. There might be a test of patience at this phase. Then comes the moon, asking you to face the fears or uncertainties that arise as things become more real. If you move through that honestly, the result is not only excitement, but something grounded, stable, and dare I say, successful. So yes, I would call this a promising path. If you made it this far, please leave me a flame emoji, a sprout emoji, or a coin emoji. This is the message that the potion revealed for you. I hope it brought you insight and inspiration. May its guidance continue to work in your life in the best possible manner. Thank you for being here with me for this reading. If these stories told by the cards spoke to you, you are welcome to leave a like or subscribe. I'll see you in the next reading.